I have friends in Rafah and visited them and experienced their wonderful Palestinian Arab hospitality. That I can't see happening again for a long time. I have friends who lived in Gaza City who are now in tents in Gaza with their children, with their parents, with their grandparents. I have colleagues who have died, physiotherapists, doctors, nurses in Gaza. I've worked in hospitals like Shifa Hospital, Al-Ahli Hospital. I've worked in universities, the Islamic University, Al-Azhar University, who are now destroyed. What is this all about? This is not a war. This is something that the British government should not be part of.
Raising our voices about what's happening are often portrayed as extremists. I just want to read this from the Bishop of Liverpool. We join with millions of concerned citizens all around the world in calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The relentless bombardment of Gaza cannot be morally justified, nor can it be seen acceptable in the light of international law. No nation should be able to kill thousands of innocent civilians, mostly children and women, in the name of self-defense. This war seems to consolidate a system of occupation that has for too long denied Palestinians their rights and freedoms. Palestinians need to have access to food, water, healthcare and safety. Other nations in the world, especially the leading powers in the West, need to act now to end this war. They need to stop arming Israel while it carries on this inhumane, violent assault on the people of Gaza, and work towards a lasting solution to the conflict in the region by establishing a sovereign state of Palestine. That is why we are here, not because we are crazy, whatever. We are here because we care about humanity, we care about justice, we care about peace.
Yeah. Tormented by the constant sound of drones overhead, hovering over potential targets, and the constant sound of explosions nearby. Having lost almost everything, some having lost everything. Children without parents, parents without children, and now again being bombed, again forced to flee for their lives. Flee back to the north, to homes ruined by devastating bombing, neighbourhoods devastated by horrific bombing. No water, no food, no fuel, no electricity, no shops, no bakeries, no doctors, no schools, no churches or mosques, nothing but rubble, and beneath the rubble, the dead. Gaza is hell on earth, unspeakable suffering, unimaginable horror. This assault on Rafah has to be stopped. This assault on a trapped population with no escape has to stop. We call on Caroline Ansell to demand UK government, her government, to support an immediate unconditional ceasefire. We call on Caroline Ansell to demand UK government, her government, stop all arms exports to Israel. We call on Caroline Ansell to demand her government call on the Israeli government to stop the assault on Rafah.
Hello, so we're outside Caroline Ansell's office in Carlisle Road, and we have tried ringing on the doorbell, but there's been no reply. I've spoken to them on the phone, and they said that they would give her or somebody from the office my email address. She doesn't think anybody's in the office, but I think, well, the lights are on. So we want Caroline Ansell to start using her position. We have a lot of support in this town. We have held many events. The latest was a speaker event with Andrew Feinstein, and we got 86 people there. And we are getting a lot of support in this town. And we are all her constituents. And it's really important that she hears our voices, because she has got to use her position in Parliament to actually stop the sale of arms to Israel that are being used to threaten the lives of so many innocent people. They have got to actually also demand an immediate ceasefire, and an unconditional one. I mean, the Americans have paused their sale of arms to Israel. Why hasn't Britain? A report into the UNRWA workers, who Israel allegates a few of them actually were involved in the 7th of October attacks, has come back to show that UNRWA was not in the wrong at all. And yet Britain will still not restart its funding of UNRWA. I mean, Britain is complicit in genocide, and it has to stop. And Caroline Ansell's constituents don't want to see this continue. She needs to hear our voices, and she needs to start acting on behalf of her constituents, because that is her job.
People. 2. We won't be silent. 3. Stop the bombing now, 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 now. 1. We are the people. 2. We won't be silent. 3. Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
What do we want? Stop
Justice.
bombing.